with some of their matchups.
For sure.
Unable to get these wins. And now they're at the point where if they want to kind of keep their fate in their own hands, they need to start winning. The problem is against Tundra, and Tundra at the moment, top of the group, they've never been looking any better. This is kind of Tundra at top form.
Absolutely.
Can BB team tackle them today, Fold?
It's going to be a question of just getting ahead and staying ahead, because their draft, it definitely falls into the problem of if you do make a couple mistakes, you could fall off. So they have to play pretty clean. So that's my one concern for BBT, that this game does look like they have to play clean, because pressuring towers isn't the greatest besides the Chen pressure. So yeah, I'm going to be looking at these lanes, see how they can put pressure onto Pure, because this Troll does feel like the kind of best pick that could have gotten out, right? The Troll versus the Ursa versus the Tusk. The lane could definitely be difficult. I know Save and Miero in particular have made some magic happen in the lanes in particular, but can they keep that ball rolling? We shall see. Tundra's just looked so strong. We haven't gotten to see them so much, of course, at least on the main, but as we've seen multiple times, they've been having good early games, good late games. They're just playing it all.
The battle begins.
And this is one of those drafts that definitely can fight early, as long as they get good levels, in particular on the Snap, which he should because he's mid, and for the Mars. So they have good team fight that rounds things together, and they scale very hard. So I see the Chen right away. There's adjustments that need to be made because you're playing versus the Nyx Assassin. So pretty much all these Chens have been taking the Satyr because you win the lane, right? You're mana burning the off laner, plus you're providing mana regen to your safe laner. You can't do that versus the Nyx. So he's going to go for the Hellbear, switch things up a little bit to at least have that better lane. And let's see if it does cause that to be a better lane.
And overall as well, with the lineup the BB team has, you know, considering what you potentially feel has been holding them back in the losses that they've endured so far, have they managed to successfully change something with the way that they're drafting, or do you sort of just see a very similar approach to what they were doing in the games that they were struggling anyway?
Give me a second. A bit similar, but I think GPK is actually playing his best hero now, or one of his best. I think in a couple of these games, you know, I've been looking at him a lot, not to just single him out, of course, but like he has been struggling a bit of these heroes, like the Snapfire, his Invoker definitely fell off in a couple of the games. His Storm is probably his best, so I think that's why they opened up with it as well, too. And you even saw, you know, Ramses typing in the all chat right away. He's like, GPK Storm, wow. So I would imagine that's probably the thing that, for me, helps a little bit more to have their scaling as well in their draft. But not an easy matchup. Thompson's kind of been bringing it to everybody. So far, though, first few waves, GPK handling it very nicely.
Yeah, what do you make of the Tusk pick? I feel like in the games that we've been watching, we're not seeing a lot of Tusk.
No, we've pretty much seen zero of it. That's kind of my worry. I really like Save when he's playing his offlane, or his ranged heroes when he's playing with Miero, because they usually end up winning these lanes in some weird manner. This one, very difficult is the double melee. I think Pudge is one of the few melees that I do really like seeing Save playing, but maybe he's going to do some impressive stuff on the Tusk, because this hero's just not picked nearly as much as he used to be.
Sure, and you feel that with this setup against the two heroes Tundra have, it's a pretty unlikely lane to get early kills on, as BB team?
Yeah, they have Warcry and they have the mists from the axes. Yep. It's a complete physical lane for the most part, besides Miero, so I'd imagine this is just going to be some creep pull shenanigans that ends up going down, as Pure should be able to just free farm down here. I don't know if Miero and Save are going to be able to work that magic that they usually do of getting a kill in a disadvantageous lane.
Man, top. How do you imagine Ramses is going to do against this Chen Ursa? Is this a bit of a difficult lane for the Mars?
Yep, a bit of a difficult one because he has the Nyx in particular, and I think because that fasted change up there from the Chen could provide him to be a little bit under some pressure, but should still get at least some good farm under the tower here. Every time that lane pushes up. I don't know if he's at kill threat either, right? Ramses should be able to at least survive and get farm, but I don't know how much they can pressure Nightfall.
Yeah, so far so good for Nightfall on the CS.
And the creep manipulation, kind of the shenanigans that are happening, Save just trying to fight versus Pure.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I imagine it's going to get difficult, especially sort of once like the level 3s hit on Pure. He's going to be more than happy for Save to step up and try and trade hits with him.
Save's just trying to mess with the CS, right? He's trying his best to be able to do so. Does have to be cautious if he does get rooted up or something here and there's a Sven move, but as of right now, should be fine. And that lane for mid does feel like it's going to get worse and worse for GPK once Thompson gets more and more levels.
Sure, just too much damage from the little Shredder and the Scatter Blast for GPK to really withstand.
Yeah, you just eat these Shredder hits. You kind of have to sit back every time you use a Shredder to not eat those extra hits, and maybe the rotations are going to be the key thing. Maybe that's what Save looks to do as the Tusk. Move mid, set GPK up for success to get some early kills onto Thompson.
Bottom lane. Good body blocks here from Whitemon. So Mira has just enough movement speed to be able to break away from him.
Very appropriate, I think, that he went for the Drunken Master in this lane, right? Rather than going the aggressive, the barrel. We've been seeing more and more of this one just to be able to endure the lane. More shenanigans with the creeps. But Miro definitely struggling, as expected. More so than the Mars. Ramsey's able to just get these pulls off with the Nyx a little bit easier since it's just a Chen to kind of chase them around.
Bottom lane. Have to go for Pure again, but once more Pure. He's pretty fine.
Good damage onto him there, though. Seeing the runes getting checked out. 9 class will take the water rune top while Thompson gets the bottom rune. So GPK does not get a refill, and now he's going to be sitting very low.
He's just down to the very far in terms of regen to keep him in the lane.
They took the bounty rune as well top, so he might have to just go back to base or hope for some type of refill or jungle, because he's going to get pushed out of the lane for a moment here. And talking about the Storm overall in the game, you know, I was mentioning it's GPK, one of his better heroes, but he is playing into this Nyx. Miro stepped up far. He's got the one charges.
If necessary, yeah, Pure's just going to focus on getting the CS underneath the tower. Yeah, GPK just picking up a camp on the way back to base.
And yeah, let's see overall how GPK's game is, because it was a first pick Storm, so you're looking, everybody kind of does have a disable / stun to deal with him, and especially that Nyx that was last pick to be able to get that extra catch always onto him. So even though it is his best hero, there's definitely a lot of disables he's gonna have to play around. And of course, the build from the Snapfire nowadays, it's a natural build up, the Atos, the Gleipnir, so it's gonna provide earlier extra itemization too versus him. Quiet early game.
Yeah, it is indeed. I mean, can Save sort of, or Toronto Tokyo make a move over towards the mid to try and set something up, or do you not really look to kill Thompson at this point?
I would say so.
You think you could try for a play there?
Yeah, I think Save, that's probably his best move with the Storm. It's good damage because you get, you know, tag team plus Overlord is good burst, but so far Tundra, they feel like they can leave those two side laners independent, and they can actually check the double runes as well too with the Nyx and the Sven. So might not be able to make that move.
Yeah, they've got wards kind of that were going all the way down the river there, so they have very clear information when BB team's trying to step up towards Thompson. So Thompson, very hard to approach.
Kisses are at the ready too.
They're going to look for the setup. They step in, they get the stun on to Save. He's going to be able to buy some time over the snowball, and that should keep him safe. Kisses are going to come in. See if Thompson can hit them. He can. Just needs to hit the two of them along with a Mind Flow coming in from 9 class to be able to get the kill. And 6 minutes in, get a rather late first blood.
And the top rune was denied, at the least there from Toronto Tokyo, preventing the fill up, but GPK just kind of has to go for jungle creep, scared to walk up a little bit mid. Thompson controlling the lane. 800 ahead.
Bottom lane, yeah, just complete free farm really for Pure. Nothing that really Miro can do on his own.
Oh, and all three lanes.
Slow down this drop.
All 3 lanes are looking very good. Nightfall is getting this free farm, of course, up top, but Ramses isn't getting pressured too much because the Chen just jungles.
Sure.
Can't actually apply anything.
And I feel like we've seen in games before Miro sometimes struggle when he gets kind of given this sort of tough lane, tough start, right? Especially when you're not on a hero like the Brew. It may be difficult for him to pick his way back into the game.
Especially versus... he's got to be careful. He stepped up again.
He's got the Lotus. He's got 21 charges.
Okay.
He's got 21 charges. He's cool.
Still, like, stepping up, doesn't have all that information. Will be able to survive. But yeah, I agree. And he's the team fight, right? The rest of their lineup has no team fight if that Brew does end up struggling. So for Tundra, they do have the team fight that comes from more situations, from more locations.
I mean, you can see on the net worth as well already. He's kind of slipping down into the realms of the support farm. You know, comparable to that of the Nyx assassin.
Well, Nyx nowadays just
he's picking up creeps in the jungle. Sure, he can farm pretty nicely in the early game. And
9 class's build is pretty cool, right? The double no. He's always got mana to work with. He's got good levels so far. So I think for Tundra, they've had a very good start here to the game. Movements are going to start happening, Save.
I mean, this should be a solid chance of getting Ramses. It's a good spear to push back Nightfall. Ramses is trapped in the shard. He'll get the 2-man stun. I mean, if Ramses gets away from this, and he is, the Warcry comes in. I mean, that's huge. They're able to get Ramses away from this attempt that BB team went kind of all in on.
These spears, Ramses, beautiful. The first one to push the Ursa away, the secondary one to hold him down, and 9 class patient for the stun. Cover themselves perfectly. A 2K lead.
Getting him out. They thought that they have Ramses for sure back over in the river. Save. BB team are going to lose another.
And Thompson's just going the full HP build. He's not even going for the staff first. He's got the Vitality Booster, Treads, Bracer. This is 1600 HP Snapfire versus a limited damage lineup early.
Yeah, and you trying to
diving him
top lane? Maybe trying to able to dive Ramses there, Nightfall, but Ramses is keeping it cool and continues to sort of survive for these early attempts. Definitely a sort of setup in a lane where Ramses could have suffered, but he's playing it well.
He is, absolutely. Tundra's playing this lanes perfectly, really, at this point now, at 8 minutes in. Covering each other nicely. GPK did get some nice RNG, was able to find the amp damage on the bottom lane and was spawning down there, so see if he can look to make any move. Just difficult to gank these side lanes. There's a Sven with Warcry and a stun. There's a Nyx with a Carapace and a stun, so just difficult for him to look to catch like a free move on somebody. Tons of disables he'll have to deal with. And Thompson with this HP pool. 1,844 HP with Treads, Bracer, Wand, Pig Pole, etc.
He's ready to get active. I mean, they're looking for the setup on top. Not quite able to find it with the stun as Nightfall stays out of range of 9 class.
They definitely lack damage to bring down Thompson, even perhaps with an amp damage.
So if they can wrap around and get the catch onto Nightfall. And they're going to turn their efforts towards the easier kill. They'll find Toronto Tokyo stepping through the jungle. He's gone.
Very easy one. Thompson finding that bounty rune as well, too.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
Kind of a perfect early game so far here. Shutting down Brew, shutting down Storm. Nightfall is getting farm, but not that free farm by any means. Starting to get some pressure from the rotations that are coming in. Amp damage to pressure bottom tower, though. Nice move here from GPK. They have the Brew split as available down here, too, so this could be kind of a free tower here. See if Tundra looks to react heavily or not. Don't believe they will, but they're pinging it.
I mean, they do have TPs.
It's dying a bit too fast to the amp damage. That's a good usage. Difficult to get a kill out of it at this point because they are very durable on those side lanes, but getting a tower is possible around Brew split, so I like that move.
And do you like this game that Pure is going to be going from the more traditional Battle Fury build-up rather than the Ags troll rush that we've been seeing people start to delve towards?
Maybe he feels like he can just go this and then get the Ags afterwards. I do think the Ags is absolutely amazing. It's definitely necessary. Well, it's just the best item versus Ursa in particular, but sure, why not?
I mean, it's also it's a nice game for the Battle Fury, right? Because you're going to be killing like the
Killing the Brew.
split.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it makes more sense to continue to stick with the Battle Fury first this game.
And he'll scale tremendously which already is a free lane.
Build.
Yeah. It's just he's already just had kind of hit all his timings in the early game, just no pressure on him whatsoever, and everybody else can play fast.
Yep.
So maybe he doesn't even feel like he's needed to join until he's got that extra.
That's true, yeah. The rest of Tundra can indeed make plays, and he can definitely be the insurance policy for them.
Thompson's taking out the mid tower. The Nyx is stalking the Storm Spirit if there's any move that comes up. This is a tower that's dropping for free. They're trying to drag the aggro with the shards, but it's dead.
This tower's gone.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Really nice moves here. 9 class is going to be set up for a pretty decent timing on the Dagon, too.
Yeah, hard to kill Miro.
Yeah, I might just poke him. Just be annoying.
Even if they bring Pure over, Miro will always be able to get the split off against these two.
Yeah, you can just poke and steal his creeps, right? With a Mind Flare if you would like to. That's what it'll be. Miro? Gonna look to strike back. 9 class. Doesn't want to waste the split.
Yeah. Doesn't want to drop it to the Nyx Assassin. Not too sure about what may lie behind
Radiant's
that.
middle tower is under attack.
9 class poking for the kill. I mean, top lane, the smoke from BB teams coming in towards Ramses and Whitemon.
Got a good surround it. Oop. Whitemon knows.
And with that, the information's given up. BB team aren't able to get the surprise move onto Tundra. They know what's coming.
They're just free farming all over the place, and overall, Tundra's lineup scales harder. BBT has a Chen, and they're losing this early game pretty hard so far here. They have to start getting something going for themselves. This troll free farming, snap free farming. Hopefully concerns for BBT.
9 class under the sentry. But he's got so much backup. I mean, yeah, BB team know it. They're not going to try and go on the Nyx Assassin. They know that there's going to be heroes behind him.
Thompson. They're trying to TP toward the mid lane for him. Miero's got the Vessel, no charges at the ready. They want to try to force something with this Brew split. What can they catch?
Look at the zip. They're going to go for 9 class. They're in with the combo. He's not able to get any stun out outside of the spike Karapazov, so BB team, they'll finally get themselves a kill on the board.
An instant tip from Pure onto Miro. I mean, Miro shows up and he's like, hey, why are you tipping me? I got my Vessel charge. You know, he did run in just to get that Vessel charge at the least, but it was 5 heroes to kill a Nyx Assassin, so I'm sure that's why Pure is like, I'm free farming, man. Battle Fury at the ready, one of the faster ones that we've seen, of course, for the Troll phase, level 10, and a Battle Fury. And he's got stacks to go back to.
Yeah. I mean, Nightfall's Battle Fury isn't going to be much slower.
Not much slower.
This is pretty much done. Just about 100 gold for his, so if the game sort of continues with both the Ursa and Troll being able to avoid the action, they should be able to stay at a similar level of farm.
It's just the matchup in particular. That core-to-core matchup, it's pretty miserable. The Ursa versus the Troll, it's one of the worst ones for the Ursa in particular, especially as the game goes on if he does get Ag/Nullifier on the Troll. And there's a Sven, so have to always factor that into. There's this War Cry that's going to be able to protect as well, and just plethora of stuns.
Radiant are scanning.
So far quiet here from the Nyx, or from the Tusk and the Chen so far. Not seeing them get too much of the ball rolling. They're going to look again to make a smoke move. Perhaps around the power rune.
Radiant are scanning.
So far, no brew splits used, nearly 14 minutes. No Mars Arenas either, but the Mars now has Blink Dagger, so they have a way to start fights a little easier on the side of Tundra too.
Not class. Seems to find the setup. They've got the sentry set up around this area, so they know that they can go for this sort of play. The snowball save will come in, but the kisses are being rained down upon the two of them.
Tundra heroes.
Rebuke comes in. It's going to be both supports taken out.
And the creeps perhaps too. Thompson, he wants them.
Nice bit of bonus gold there on the way out. They get into one of them.
An instant reaction. Tundra incredibly prepared for that move, and it's still a difficult move, even if like BBT is able to get on top of them at all here, because they're very durable. So even near that tower, it's hard for them to even go for these kills. Tundra's just, I mean, I feel like they're just running away with this early game, and their lineup just scales harder.
See Thompson.
It's beautiful.
Easily able to sit back, let those kisses go.
That's nice. You can use this skin and have the blue kisses as well, right? Now that they've added a couple of extra things. So that's nice. Thompson. Continue to be aggressive. He's got the Atos on his... He's getting very close to having a Gleipnir before a Storm even turns up to any type of fight. So he'll have an extra form of lockdown. Sven stun, Nick stuns, Snap stuns, Gleipnirs, Ramsey... This looks so hard for GPK. This first pick Storm starting to become one of the bottom of the cores as well, and there's just so many answers for him.
Illusion.
And they've gotten this early game draft, and now that early game, it's just totally Tundra. Gleipnir has done it, one of the faster ones that we've seen. 302 Thompson having a field day.
White Mom looking to disrupt Toronto Tokyo's farm in the jungle. Just have Ramses by his side if they want to go for a little arena kill, but they won't.
Gets the mech off. That was close. Almost got all the creeps.
Now White Mom's sticking around.
He's just walk. Look, he doesn't have fear.
They'll drop the arena.
He's just walking into them.
Yeah, they'll go for the kill, and with Thompson around, easily have enough damage to take Toronto Tokyo out.
Can they get any type of trade?
They might get White Mom. Able to shut off his escape here with a sharp block off, and they'll find something. The kisses are coming out there from Thompson, and 9 class, he lines up a beautiful 2-man stun. Save will get the snowball off, but straight into the faces of Pure and the rest of the team. Save will still fall.
GPK will find at least an Arcane Rune. Has gone for the Witchblade build, so a bit tankier. So we'll have that hit, of course, versus the Evasion, but yeah, still a very quiet game so far. They're not able to find too much besides these supports. I mean, literally just the two of them so far.
GPK and Miro's farm likely to start falling behind as well if this continues.
9 class is going to potentially be able to solo kill a lot of these heroes. I mean, he already has the dag in that one.
16 minutes in, he's going to be a huge terror on the map.
They have to get some type of bigger success going for the side of BBT real soon. And then potentially like get a win fight and turning into a Roche. That's probably the recipe for success for them. Otherwise, this game is quickly falling out of control.
It's a big zip from GPK.
It's very deep.
He's going to try and go for White Mom, but there is backup. GPK's got to be careful. He's going to get caught by the root. GPK uses his last bit of mana to escape. But Pure's chasing him down. GPK will be fine. The risky moves there from the Storm. At least makes the space for BBT to take the tower.
And they can, I think you go straight for the Roche. I think you almost have to on the side of BBT, but Tundra might look to react. They have 10 seconds till ultis, at least on the Mars.
Radiant are scanning.
It might be too hard for BBT to set up for it.
The BB team's out of there.
Yeah, they know that they're coming.
Well, so there was just a couple of TVs actually. The rest of them still sticking around. 9 class is on the hunt. Who does he want to settle for? He's looking for something bigger. He's looking for Miro. Here's the opening. Ramses, he'll be able to have to follow up. Arena into the spear.
Nice snowball.
Ooh, it's going to he's not able to get the split off though.
He tried.
They had the damage to come through quick enough there with Thompson stepping up with a little shredder. No split for Miro. 2 heroes dead on BB team again.
Oh, if they get Roche, that's one of the nails in the coffin for sure for BBT if Tundra's able to take that one away from them.
Next fight as well, Pure is going to have the Aghanims done. It's on its way out.
He already has it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nightfall's trying to get his BKB online. He's very close, so we'll have the BKB for the next fight. It's going to be up against a Troll who's very likely going to have the Aegis.
And we're absolutely seeing why Tundra's has been decimating so many of these teams. This is just picture perfect. 9 kills to 2. The only 2 deaths are on the 2 supports, and they're playing proactively. They're knowing the moves that are coming from BBT. They're like, oh, they're going to set up for the Roche. They were already going instantly, and they're going to be the ones taking it away from that Ursa lineup. And they get another kill.
They're just getting everything right now, Tundra.
BBT's getting nothing. They really are getting nothing. Miro having no game. 0-1 and 0 on the brew. He can't even get...
I mean, we've seen him have rough games when he gets kills in lane.
Yeah.
This game, they weren't getting kills in lane. It's even rougher, as expected.
They took a risk. They definitely did, picking this Tusk that nobody really is going for. Attempting to go for some of these snowballs to save people, but it hasn't really actually caused anything. He's actually got 6 deaths because of it. And items just keep pouring in. 9 class, the Shard very soon coming up, as you mentioned. Pure, level 15 with an Aghanim, so he's got the counter versus the Ursa. Ursa, as you said, BKB's done. They're going to try to go again. See if they can catch Tundra.
This is super risky, but...
it's a risk they got to take,
yeah,
it feels.
I guess so. I guess so. You're fighting into gauges. Maybe they find Thompson alone. That would be the dream. Thompson.
They might be able to. Thompson.
Be a pretty nice one for BB team to get. They should have
Dream
it.
pick.
Yeah, there's no help for Thompson here, so they find a pretty big kill, and it goes the way of Nightfall as well.
And he doesn't have to use BKB or anything, so there we go. Getting themselves at least something going for themselves. It's the first time they've gotten something good going. And yeah, no Bruce Split needed, no BKB needed to be used or anything like that, so they're gonna back up, be able to get some extra farm going.
See what more they can do with this. Eyes on mid. Dust down to 9 class, but you're not able to catch him in the shards. 9 class. But the Vendetta, in fact, ready to fight here is Ramses. He steps up. He's able to get the arena down onto the 2 of them. The snowball will bring in Toronto, Tokyo. But again, 9 class, they've easily got the damage to take the Chen down and almost certainly find the Tusk as well. Another double kill for Pure.
He's just getting gifted these, it feels like. I don't think we're going to see Tusk anymore on. He's trying to save them, but it's actually just putting both of them in a position to die every single time.
You just snowball in and die.
Yep. It's sad.
See here again. And now Ramses, he knows he can just walk up into these 2 supports. I mean, at this point of the game, what are the Chen and the Tusk going to do? Absolutely
nothing. 9 class in position to steal the Wisdom Rune as well, too, if you'd like to.
Mid tower's gone, and as I say, 21 minutes coming up on the clock. We'll take the tier 1 down bottom.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Radiant's managed to secure their Tormentor.
Yeah, they've got the Ursa, so they do have the potential to always go for that one. And the Wisdom Rune, they should be able to back up and get that one, too. Tundra did back away.
Okay. A little bit of respect given here by Tundra.
Yep. BBT getting a
wisdom.
Bit of extra farm, and GPK is getting closer and closer to Eternal Shard. He's getting more survivable. I'm just wondering if he's going to ever be able to do any damage. And there still is so many stuns that I'm wondering if this is even going to protect him, because there's, like I said before, there's like 12 stuns it feels like that he has to deal with. Save.
9 class. He's in. Snowball. But they'll dive this, and they'll kill him. Once again. Easy peasy here for Pure.
Oh, and the Wisdom Room's still up. They actually didn't go over and claim that one. 9 class is like, oh, I'm gonna go check it out.
Wait, what?
Maybe it is still there. He pinged it.
I mean, is he get? Yeah, if he checks it. I mean, they had all the chance to go and take that.
Yep.
I don't know why BB team didn't.
Yep. I imagine 9 class is gonna go over and check, or Pure
I guess
will.
BB team probably just assumed themselves that Tundra had already taken it. Yeah, no, they'll see it.
There you
He's
go,
a
Pure.
Wisdom Rune for Pure.
Level 17. Absolutely massive.
He's pretty much got his Satanic.
He's got more than enough timings to just fight for the sister. So.
I like this as well, because earlier he had the BKB queued up, but I thought there's no need for the BKB.
No,
the only reason why you would get the BKB is probably so you just don't get sent up in the air by the Primal Split.
Yes.
That's like the only thing that's going to be annoying for Pure.
Sure.
But outside of that, he probably feels like this Brew likely to die, likely to not even get the split off. So just build for himself. Don't worry about that interaction.
I mean, he'll just be able to kill the Bruce. Even if the split comes out, he'll kill it, right?
Yeah, as long as he doesn't get sent up.
Yeah. Absolutely. 8K lead, keeping it growing. Just have time after time. The XP lead, the gold lead, they just keep swinging across the map, and BBT still just not finding much of anything. They've got that 1 kill that they got on Thompson earlier, but again, just straight back into Tundra's favor as they can do pretty much anything they want. And BBT, their draft is not really based around these timings. This is not what they wanted to happen in this game. They wanted to get early game advantage with Chen, get that first rush. It's just, everything's crumbled. It's all fallen apart. So now this is them just trying to band-aid the bad situation, hoping for the best.
Pretty well timed there, as you can see, 4 minutes or so faster than the fastest Satanic time. I mean, it's going to be the case, as I say, you don't normally see the Satanic come out this early in the build. You pretty much usually need a BKB, but indeed with the way this game's going, Pure knows that BKB not necessary.
He might break some GPM records on this, at least for the troll in this game.
Miro continues to have a tough one. He's dead again. It's getting close to the point where his Chen's about to overtake his Farm Fog.
Yeah, that's rough. That's real rough.
He's had a few rough games, Miro, on the main stage. It really has.
He definitely has. And he's been kind of a driving force, a lot of them, in most of these games. It's like when he has a good game or GPK has a good game, it's a key for them to have the success, and neither of them are having a good game. Pure just walking up to the high ground. He's like, I have Satanic. Come at me.
Well, they're going to do something.
What do they do, though?
Radiant's
How do you
bottom
threaten him?
tower is under attack.
He's got the backup of the Square Cry now that's undispellable, of course, as well, so they can't even use the Bruce Split to get rid of it.
They're
going to try for a flank.
He could take a lot of their base, and I don't know how they stop him.
He's got the shard now, too, so he'll kill people even if
They
they're
jump the
not.
backlines. They're going to look for 9 class. Can they burst through him? 9 class will fall. Nightfall's going to have to back off, though, with the BKB. Pure's going to look for his target. Miro, this time, will get the split off in time. He's able to send the troll up into the air for now. Pure comes crashing down, though. Now he's ready to start cleaning up the primal split. As the split starts to fall. They've only got the one left alive. They're ready to start chasing over towards that as well. Miro, they'll send him back up in the air, Pure, but the rest of the team will kill the split off. They could go back to business, taking down the barracks here. 24 minutes in.
Pure can dive.
They're ready to dive tier 4s.
He has a Satanic.
Yeah, I mean, with the split gone, there's nothing that's going to sort of interrupt Pure from just killing everybody. He's on to Nightfall under the tier 4s. They'll kill him off. We'll see how much more of this game BB team want to withstand, but it can't be fun for them.
No, it hasn't been fun for a long time. They've been trying to get farmed to just catch up, but this was not the way that they wanted this draft to go. They needed it to go better as well as... It's a total stop. Tundra. Nobody even really taking too much damage in the fight. They just popped the war cry. They're all barriered up. Way too tanky. Way too survivable. They're just going to have to watch their whole base drop. Back to the drawing board. They tried to do this Storm in the early. It got completely counterpicked, and Tundra looking as hot as ever. No mercy from them.
9 class.
Hello.
He's just in behind the tower. They get the jump onto Miro. They're going to burst straight through the broom. Miro's out. No buyback. Tier 3's going down. They'll tap out. GG is called. Tundra continuing to give us this level of performance, showing us why they indeed have had such a good... Fog, what do you make of the draft? We're getting some of the change-ups that you wanted to see, right? Because this time, save not on the Tusk, but on the Hoodwink, which, considering what we're seeing in this era, is quite the upgrade.
It's, I mean, 1,000 times better. The whole entire draft, right? They actually have these much better heroes that play, just better heroes, straight up. Like, I just don't want to see Tusk. I think Tusk is just really weak right now, especially as 4. He can be played as 5 in some situations if he's got some counters, but I like seeing Save plays these heroes. Hoodwink, you know, Pugnos, etc., Rubik's, much better overall. But as much as I do think that BBT's fixed their draft a bit, I think Tundra's got some insane draft and insane timings and insane wombo combo team fight that kind of comes together. I believe Whitemon is being called the king of Jakiro, if I'm not mistaken. I've been hearing a couple people talk about it.
Oh, okay.
I saw a game where he had an Ags refresher.
Oh, damn.
And
we're looking forward to that.
He was popping off. So overall, they have some really cool synergy and some really big explosive kind of fights that can come out. And I am worried for BB because I saw Miro on the Doom the other day as well, too. He's got Save at the back of him, but I'm definitely concerned for that lane. Jakiro and Ursa is not a weak lane. That's one of the stronger ones, it feels like.
Oh, and in fact, he's going to have Save by his side here.
He's dead, I'm pretty sure.
I think so, with the swipe stacking up, that is going to be first blood going to Whitemon. And he said he was the king of Jakiro. He's getting first blood.
He knows something about this hero that nobody else does so far, it seems like. As far as I've seen them play these two, they just dumpster the lanes every single time. So let's see if they can endure it, because right off the bat, Pure getting that first blood. He did get the last hit? Okay.
No, Whitemon got it.
Whitemon got it, okay, sorry. I was going to say, if Pure got it, maybe they bring an Orb of Venom right away, and then lane becomes almost unplayable for the Doom. But let's see how it ends up going down. I think Jakiro is also one of those heroes that actually can trade versus Hoodwink. Not many 5 positions can, but this is probably one of the ones that can, especially once you get your dual breath points in.
Now, looking at the mid lane, is that a matchup where GPK once again may have a tough time pretty early on?
No, he should do fine.
Tiny? You think he's going to be all right?
Yeah, he should do fine.
Okay.
Will not thrive.
Got great base damage. I mean, these universal heroes nowadays, and just Snapfire in general, and crazy damage, so should be okay.
Yeah.
However, let's see what's going to happen afterwards, because I saw GPK's laning being very good on the Snapfire the other day, but then he went to travel and didn't do anything. He bought Atos after, he literally wasn't able to do anything, it felt like, so let's see if he can do a little bit better, because Thompson, we know what he does on his Tiny. He's going to be super active.
Yeah, of course, they're the exciting one to watch as well. 9 class on the support morph that we're starting to see. I mean, talk to me about this. You know, why is this something that's starting to come out and starting to look pretty good?
It's your cooldowns become 0. I think at some point, even without like almost any items, your waveform is 6 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, once you start doing these shifts and stuff. So just with that, you're able to be this like waveform obnoxious hero that's forcing a lot of spells onto you. And then, yeah, once you morph into somebody, could see some crazy like bushwhacks, fence stuns, and stuff coming in. So it's fun. It's really fun. Suggest to try it a couple times, of course, before you really start Trying to some, like, maybe some lobbies or something before you look to try to play it in any pubs or anything, because it does require some practice, but it's a hero that can kind of own or do nothing. I believe Boxy was the one who was saying that as well, too. He definitely was saying that he's had some games where he literally can't really do much.
Where are you going?
At the moment, Nine Class definitely been a bit of a distraction, taking the attention of Nightfall and trying to Tokyo. We'll see if they can kill him.
He might go down.
I think he will, yeah. Just on the level 1, he's got no more to shift, so they'll chase him down and they'll be able to take that kill for Nightfall. Takes out 9 Class.
This is the lane that's going to be incredibly difficult, I'd imagine, for the side of Tundra. They got counterpicked with the Ench, so the Ion Shells aren't going to be much of a thing. So they're just going to have to creep manipulate, but that is going to be the first kill that they get on the Morph. And then GPK doing better. Miero also getting some good last hits up top here for now.
Wait up.
And just so that top lane, does that... How much more difficult does it get for the Doom? Or is having the Hoodwink around enough to stop the Doom from being taken out by the Ursa Jakira?
The Hoodwink could just be enough. Level 3, probably the one that I'm going to be looking at for the extreme aggression. Pure actually puts the second point into the Fury Swipes. Okay, never mind then. I thought maybe he goes for that just because they have the double slow in the lanes, but just going to look to get the farm going, get those extra hits onto the Doom. So Miero should be able to secure some farm here. I say that, just kidding. He stepped up to the creep way too far.
Oh, and he's dead then.
They missed the bushwhack too. Was it a quelling or a miss bushwhack? I believe it was just a miss bushwhack. Have to land the bushwhack when they go aggressive. And I believe Pure, he had the overpower already prepped up, so he got, what, 6 or 7 stacks onto Fury Swipes. Yeah, an instant tip comes out. Can't miss the stun.
Now this mid lane though, GPK, it's going beautiful for him. 19 and 10 against the 8 and 1. This is what GPK's been looking for, right? I feel it's been a while since we've seen a game where he's been able to be in a matchup in the mid where he just completely crushed the opponent. And that's exactly what's happened here. You know, as you say, as the Tiny, it's a bit tougher to play against the Snap. But we're seeing that push to the extreme between these two.
That being a 0 armor hero just really hurts. Even when you're under the tower, you get hit from the Shredder and you're put negative. So Thompson steps up and just eats it every single time. So GPK doing a great job in this lane. Not maxing the Shredder, though. He did put the third point in Scatter Blast. I've been seeing a lot of these mids. I've actually been seeing a bit of both, but Thompson, I believe I saw him go 4 in the Shredder. Does an insane amount of damage. Starting to get aggro, the level 3. They're popping the Glyph for the wave, too, so double Ion Shells to dive.
Quite a bit of damage here. I mean, Toronto Tokyo is going to be able to head over to help out, but still, I mean, 9 Class just continuing to stay on top of Nightfall with this Ion Shell. I mean, Nightfall, he's running, but he just can't get away from this morph.
He just melts.
I mean, that's pretty obnoxious, isn't it? You just get dove by this morph that's got a shell on him, and you can't do anything.
You have to make a choice as Toronto Tokyo. Who do you dispel? Do you dispel the Darkseer, or do you dispel the morph? He dispelled Darkseer, which just allowed 9 Class to just run him down.
Yeah, why did he opt to take it off the Darkseer rather than the morph in that situation?
Probably just worried about the Darkseer running in and getting the extra punches and right clicks, because he does have the quick wit facet, so it's doing a ton of damage in the laning phase, so I'd imagine there was that.
Thompson, you have one of the rougher times we've seen in a mid matchup for him. He has to TP back to base. He's barely got a couple more CS since we last checked in on his last hits. 30-17 against the 11 and 1. Yeah, as I say, one of the more severe differences we've seen come out of a mid matchup.
They can set up for kill. They can actually set up for kills and set up for towers because GPK is about to hit 6. So if they want to swing over with the Ench, get some aggressive wards down, this tower could be in jeopardy here in mid.
He's going to be coming in on top 9 Class.
He's got the Ion Shell on him, right? He does.
Close in on Miro. They got the dual breath slow as well. I mean, with the blood grenade, that's going to be Miro almost certainly going down the bushwhack, trying to hold them back. But another adaptive strike gets the job done. Other side of the map, Ramses will go down, but Nightfall, he's on a cliff and he doesn't have a TP.
20 seconds. He's stuck up there.
Can they do anything with that? Probably not. I mean, I don't think they're going to send anyone else down to mess around with him, so he should be able to get out in 20 seconds. But still a little bit of time where he's just going to have to enjoy his life up on the cliff.
Definitely annoying. Some fun tips, of course, coming between these two players, because all these guys have played together for a long time. And he'll TP out.
Dire are scanning.
Still have the catapult bottom, but they won't be able to take too much advantage of it. And they didn't end up diving mid. So Thompson able to get a bit of recovery here and not losing his tower. But GPK does find an amp damage for the next rotation. Yeah, look at that big win there. 39 and 20.
Yeah, I mean, crazy is the difference, as I say, between these two in the mid lane. Thompson on the tiny, though. No reason to not believe that he can come back into this, as we've definitely seen him be able to come back from some rough matchups.
Yeah, and the hero overall.
Moves. Exactly.
Just,
you know, you get a toss, you get a kill, bam, your game's fine.
Yeah, and you can just toss waves. Once you hit 6 and 7, you start one-shotting these creep waves pretty easily, so you can get that farm to catch back up. And it's the farming build, so everybody's been doing this now. You just go Soul Ring right afterwards. Just keep that farm going so you don't fall behind. Soul Ring, phase, blink.
Yeah.
It's going to be delayed, though. Quite delayed.
We got to see, you know, from BB Team's perspective, GPK, he needs to pop up. He's got no excuses now. He got a free lane. He's got a free farm. You can't ask for more.
No.
In terms of the start as a mid-snap, GPK, he's got to have impact this game.
Yep, and he does max, so different. I've seen almost all of, like, most of these maxing Little Shredder. When you're in the mid lane, you go to 4 points. He's gone 4 in Scatter Blast, so see if that lowers his aggression a bit here. I mean, he's still going to be able to take these towers just as easily, and we'll have those levels in the mix.
Won't be doing the boost of travel build that he did in that game where he lost his mid-snap.
I didn't even mind it that much. That was the thing, because he was playing versus Coddle, so he was trying to match like the tempo and stuff. He just didn't do anything, you know. Maybe it was because I believe he had a Lion in that game, so maybe there was some other things that came into play. But yeah, he was just very quiet. We just want to see GPK be active. So far, definitely being so, denying some stacks, taking the tower bottom. Thompson will get some RNG. We'll be able to find that illusion rune in the top, and almost level 7 for the max toss. Toronto Tokyo cutting the mid wave. You get the D ward as well too. Should be able to. Nicely done.
Might go for Toronto Tokyo here. I mean, 9 class. Has to set up stun.
Got good damage. A lot of magic damage.
Oh yeah, Toronto Tokyo. At this point, he cannot survive through that. Maybe later down the line, but at this point, yeah, they can kill the Enchantress off pretty easy between those two supports.
9 class is doing a lot. He's doing quite a bit here as this Morphling, thanks to the Ion Shell, of course, but some nice movements. Not the traditional Ion Shell carrier by any means, but doing a great job of just sandwiching on these heroes. And Ramsey so far, even though he did die bottom, his net was great. He's going to have his mech finished up very soon, so they've got the timings of being able to run around with these Ion Shells and mech very early, as we tend to see from the Darkseers. And a good lineup with it. They've got the Jakiro, they've got a Tiny and Ursa. They've got a lot of different heroes to carry that, and the combos, of course. So BBT, they've got hefty stacks prepared, but they might get stolen. Thompson, he sees them.
He does, and yeah, that's easily the majority already going towards Tundra. I mean, they're going to try and chase Thompson out of it. They've got the kisses coming in. Bushwhack comes in as well, so they'll punish Thompson for taking a fair share of the stack.
Most of the big creeps, I believe, actually survived. So I think GPK got a couple of them there, at the least. So it doesn't lose a whole stack, and they get 2 big kills. Nice rotation, and now they can turn it into a tower push here. Toronto Tokyo getting that double kill. And now he wants to scale. He's gone for the scaling build, too. If you do look at the build, we don't see this too much anymore from the Enchantresses. Toronto Tokyo is saying, you know what? Move over, guys. I want to try to scale. I want to try to carry as well. I haven't seen this Impetus build in a while.
They get the catch onto 9 class, not quite enough burst. TPs are coming in. Thompson leads him with the Avalanche. Won't need to go for any sort of toss play. They've got Ramses coming in from the side.
Careful.
And there's also going to be a haste string that Ramses is going to be able to take away from GPK. Toss comes up for Thompson. That's GPK gone.
Oh, that's a big kill. After what time of start he was having, he stepped up way too far.
So small, the world will hardly notice.
I think the tip there is from Pure. Miro was pump faking Doom. And I believe Pure popped the Enrage to try to block it, and he did not use the Doom, so they just tip each other because of the fun of it. Now mid tower getting some pressure here from Thompson. Starting to get some comeback save, taking an insane amount of damage. Almost just
He's
dies.
going to live, but yeah, he's going to have to take a walk back to base probably. TP's going to be coming in. He turns with a sharpshooter. Avalanche to stop GPK immediately getting the combo out, but he'll still find the Scatter Blast to take Whitemon down.
Toronto Tokyo is actually doing a lot of damage. I've been seeing pretty much strictly like Pavis / Solar Crest with the heal facet going heal build. He literally is going for the damage.
And Miro
gets the Doom off.
Oh, and he's
got him. He walked.
Why did he walk back?
Well, Pure gets the kill. Pure's happy about that.
Why did he walk back? He was fine, wasn't he?
Guess he tried to get the chance. I thought he was fighting.
I thought he was
he's dead.
I mean, I guess he felt he wasn't, and he was like, well, I might as well just die.
Well,
maybe wanted to get a quick reset back to base, but I thought he was fine.
I mean, Pure's super happy that he gets so much experience.
We'll see again. He's got his phase boots out.
Oh, well, he just got outplayed.
Well, he outplayed himself.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of both.
Denied.
Literally, if he pressed no buttons and kept walking back to base, I'm pretty sure he would have lived.
Dire
I know what he's
are
doing.
scanning.
Well, he dies. Pure level
Okay.
9 now because of it. And that battlefield will be coming quicker and quicker.
Radiant's middle tower is
These
under
mistakes
attack.
definitely will add up. Power rune.
Wait up.
GPK's here.
Thompson's in with the avalanche.
Hefty damage.
Down on the two of them as well. Toronto Tokyo, he's dead.
GPK's burning too, and 9 class is here.
He's ready to help back him up and maybe see if they can chase down GPK.
Oh, GPK's in trouble.
Toss forward. 9 class, he's in. He's able to use the spells of the Snapfire against them. The Bushwhack's there to hold back the two of them, but the tree. It's not going to hit. The avalanche, it will. GPK dead again.
They started that as a 3v2 on the side of BBT, but it's so much damage from the Tiny and Jakiro combo.
And look at this as well. You look at the net worth between the two of them. You remember how the laning stage was going between Thompson and GPK. Now they're pretty much at the same net worth, despite that laning phase. GPK pretty much tripling the farm, the CS of Thompson. It's completely wiped out now.
It sure is. Thompson's also level 9, nearly level 10. He's got the experience advantage versus this Snapfire now. He's made a full recovery, and now he can just run around
Radiant's middle
with that
tower
big burst,
is
of
under
course, with the
attack.
Jakiro as well.
Miro's got his Midas now, so should start to be able to catch up in goal.
Radiant's
All
bottom
right.
tower
Still got
is
a way
under
to go, and
attack.
yeah, the fact that from again the laning stage, talking about that bottom lane, right? Ramsey's had a tough hand sort of dealt with him with what he was going against. He was against this Enchantress, which should have caused issues. He's now top net worth.
He absolutely is. And his team overall, with what they can do, they can force the issue pretty hard with Greaves in comparison to no Greaves on the other side. Thompson surged in with an Ion Shell.
See what he can find.
Right
He's
on
in straight
GPK.
away, goes for GPK. They'll be able to catch him with the Bushwhack. The
Damage.
stun comes out. Thompson may have got a bit too deep this time round. They'll pop the heal to try and keep him alive, but the 5 of the team turn up and take him down.
That was, I think it was mostly Enchantress doing that damage. The impetus has really started to just add up there. That was close.
That Bushwhack nearly got him.
Yeah, Ench did 900 of the damage, even though there's kisses and everything flying out. Toronto Tokyo's build is kind of helping them a lot in this early game, because maybe he is worried just to seeing the snap and stuff and seeing what's happened in a couple of these games. He's like, I got this.
Yeah, his cores have been doing in the other games, and he's like, wow, someone's got to carry.
Yep. Definitely making the difference, at least of the damage there. That's the fight with the Greaves kind of coming in. Thompson just pushing it too far. They get turned on. Now Tower potentially too, and Thompson's turned up top. They're on top of him. Can they get on him, though?
Gonna start charging straight for him. They've got the ATOS to set things up. He is very, very dead.
Nice moves, back to back.
Here we go.
Thompson again.
Is under attack.
There we go, GPK.
Look at the sound as well, BBT.
That was a quick one. Nice move. I don't think that was expected at all. Going through that portal right
Dire's
away.
top tower has
Now
fallen.
they can back up as well, too. I believe the God Strength from Nightfall was used for the kill, so he can turn that into those super efficient stacks right afterwards, too. A nice move for the Sven.
Now, without any doubt, 15 minutes in,
It's better. Much,
it's
infinitely.
much better than what we've seen from BB Team in their other games as of late on the main stage.
Absolutely. But there is going to be this core-to-core
Radiant's
matchups
middle
will start to
tower
come out
is under
eventually, too.
attack.
The Ursa versus that Sven. No, Pure. He wanted this matchup, and he's having a very, very good time on this Ursa. Level 12. He's matching the Sven, which is a big deal, because Sven overall, in most situations, especially because he has built-in
Radiant
cleave,
are scanning.
usually is ahead of these Ursas. I mean, he's a little ahead, but not as much as I think that he would want to be. Blink coming out for Thompson, even though he has died still. Getting a pretty, okay, not a great timing, but an okay one, all things considered. Yeah, I'm going to be watching Toronto Tokyo a lot in these fights. I'm going to be watching how much these impetuses really do stack up, because he is important. The Dispel that he can provide versus Darkseer, also just the positioning, if he's able to just wail this pure damage versus some tanky heroes.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
If he's able to do it and they win this game, I feel like in the future games, if BB Team are able to remain in, they got to continue to adopt this strat of just be like, Toronto Tokyo, you can be as greedy as you want.
Yeah,
Play some
probably.
sort of support that's going to be able to scale and carry us.
Oh, we have seen him do it in the past, even on random heroes like Undying and stuff. He's become a beast, so I wouldn't blame it. Smoke on. With Doom available, Miro.
I thought 9 class is going to try with the setup.
Miro's got Blink. He wants a target.
Yeah, 9 class is just trying to poke some sort of reaction out of them. He's going to get it. They will immediately kill him. Thompson looks for the burst on to save.
He lives.
He is indeed.
Ooh, the stick, just enough. He's got double salve to be able to heal back up. They can keep playing aggressive here on the side of BBT. They kept the Doom available for a bigger target. Tundra looking to strike back, though. They don't want to play slow by any means, Miro.
Oh, they might find Miro.
He's been spotted.
They will find Miro. They've got him with the combo. Ice Path laid down. He thinks about getting the Doom out, but does not want to drop it there. Would not have got a kill.
And they're going for another. Instantly surging Thompson. He's got the blink up. Can't quite find anybody there yet.
Might still go for something under the tier 1. They've got 9 class pushing out the mid as well, ready to connect with them.
They've got the max dual breath too, so it's a lot of damage. These three it's a crazy amount of magical burst. Nightfall. He's got a BKB at the ready.
Strength from Nightfall. He's going to try and go for Ramses. They've got the kisses as well. Trying to Tokyo coming in from the side, offering that damage required to take him out. So another kill for Toronto Tokyo as he continues his killing spree.
And he's in the right place at the right time. Gets the enchant off, dispels the surge. Says thank you for the kill. Nice play. I like that from Nightfall. He knows he's perfectly fine there. Even though it's massive magical damage, he has BKB. So he's going to be able to pop it. They're not going to be able to 100% CC him. So he leads the charge. 10 to 10. Close early game. Pure now has his own BKB though, so he's going to start joining the fray as well. Very early timings still for this Ursa. It's higher level than the Sven still. Pure is honestly just a beast at farming.
Save. Let's go in the river.
Oh, bonk.
If we got
Into the fire.
neutrals there, that would have been quite something.
That was very close, yeah.
Macropire damage taking him out.
Up top, the bullwhip. He's looking for Miro. The Miro can blink away. God Strength on cooldown, 30 seconds. Same thing for the Mortimer Kisses. Tundra looking to take as much advantage of those at least as possible. Looking for another kill too. They seem to know that Miro is still potentially up here. Or maybe they're just looking to that Roche. Looks like it is going to be that force of Roshan. And with no kisses, it's definitely difficult for BBT to contest. They're going to send some TPs up top. But without kisses and without God Strength, that feels like a very difficult one to contest. And it's probably already too late.
Yeah, Pure's going to have this easy as the Ursa.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Let's see how they look to make the next move as well too around this one.
Fallen to the Dire. Dire's
Pure
bottom
has spotted
tower is under
Nightfall.
attack.
So they're going to go straight through the twin gates, maybe see if they can catch anyone through the jungle of BBT.
Dire's middle tower is
Super
under
active.
attack.
Just seeing them, these three in particular, just running around together. Thompson, White on as well as Ramses. Just looking to keep applying pressure. Seeing Miro's Midas definitely start to kick in. Getting that good farm on the Doom as well too, nearly level 12. I keep trying to check if he hasn't done any of like the selling stuff.
He didn't, right? Because he
has
did go
not.
Midas into
Midas
the blink.
into the blink. No selling from this guy.
No, the only time we would probably see selling later on is if there's going to be situations where he needs an item.
He needs
now.
an item, and he sells the Midas and
To
the buys.
finish
and stuff,
the
yeah.
item.
I'll be trying to keep track of that one. Pure. Poke mid, we'll get dispelled.
He's going to have the fortification. They're turning up to try and fight this. Of course, Pure has got the Aegis, the BKB mirror.
Blink out
Tries
from
to the
Thompson.
Doom target, but Thompson's able to blink out in time, so no Doom to be found.
Whew, that was close. Almost gets the War Stomp into the Doom. Have to make sure you kill that target, though, that you do get the Doom on, because if you don't just full focus him, he's going to get surged and reset, so... It's a good thing the Miro didn't throw out the Doom afterwards.
I better not fall off.
This game neck and neck, though. These two mid laners pretty much dead even farm. The offlane and this carry as well, too. Just all even here, at least on the net worth. Some big items being picked up here. Ramses now and Lotus. Very good item this game. Versus the Sven stun. Versus that Doom in particular. That's the biggest one, of course, but... Any other auras that they've been able to get just yet? No, just Whitemon having a 4-staff positioning. And 9 class, we do see that Yules. So no auras on the side of BBT. They've gone for the greedy Eternal Shroud on Toronto Tokyo rather than going for a pipe for the team. As you said, he wants to be that scaler as the 5 position.
Radiant's middle tower
Tundra
is under
more than
attack.
happy to keep looking for the action, just staying on the BBT team's side of the map.
Yep, especially Pure with this Aegis, just trying to get as much of it out of as possible. So far seeing the gold going the other way. That's the Midases and just the passive farm from the
Is under
Sven.
attack.
Tundra trying to find something here though. Smoke up again. What level vacuum is it? It's okay, level 4 vacuum with the ice path level 2.
Oh yeah, they've got the wombo.
They always will have that wombo combo.
Dire's top tower is
BBT
under
has to be
attack.
very cautious how they stack.
They're going to find Toronto Tokyo and they're going to burst through him immediately.
I'm not sure how I feel about this Eternal Shroud on. Because in some
not
situations, it makes you invulnerable versus a lot of teams, but he's versus Ursa, so Ursa will just 100 to 0 you in almost every situation, so... And we'll see if that ends up hurting in the overall team fight aspects, because... Yeah, he'll be able to survive in some situations if he's in a good position, but if he's not, he just dies instantly. And positioning is always hard versus Arcs here. He can just force you out of that spot. See if it does pay off for him or not.
BB team's still able to get their timings here on the next round of items.
Yep, that Doom. BKB is about to be finished. Snap, the Gleipnir's done. Level 13, GPK is falling behind. Seen this before. They're gonna smoke. So Aegis,
I mean, still there for a minute and a half, so it's a risky smoke, really.
It's a BKB timing, though, for Mira that they're trying to take advantage of.
Okay, let's see if we can find the Doom.
Pure?
He's going to make the jump. This is the Aegis target. Let's see if they can take him down quickly once to be able to get the Enrage off. And it should die. I say he's able to jump out. He's going to keep the Aegis safe. They surge him as well. They're able to get him out of that, so the Aegis will be protected.
How does he get out of this? All right, great Enrage usage. Holds the BKB, resets the positioning. BBT were trying to get some type of smoke catch with that BKB timing, but he played just, I mean, Pure like jumped in and it forced, I think it saw them for a second there because I saw ping from Thompson instantly. Now they can back away as that Aegis gets reclaimed, finish up that next item. The Basher is done. This is the key timing too versus that Sven. Once the Ursa has these three, that's when he looks to really fight head to head versus the Sven. Nightfall though keeping up, but he's a little behind the Ursa. Well, at least in that gold.
Unlikely to make another go whilst the Aegis is there. Come to an end now.
15 seconds.
Radiant are
Be
scanning.
able to take out the Tormentor here. By himself, of course, the Ursas. 9 class will get it. And they're itemizing the anti-Sven builds, right? We see a 4-staff on the Jakiro. We see a 4-staff coming out even for 9 class. So any ways to be able to reset and kite this Sven around is the option for them.
I guess the question is, Tundra, do they feel the need to fight? Like, who's doing better on the scaling front this game?
Tundra. I feel like they're getting much more scaling out of this one. I feel like just because of that Ursa versus Sven matchup, you know, it can get a bit hard because Sven has to fight on these cooldowns pretty much every single time, while Ursa can just play a lot freer with those cooldowns. I just feel like Tundra's pretty happy as the game scales, and also they have the Wombo combo. So if there's one situation where they mess up a stack, BBT just stacked up, they get 3 or 4-man vacuumed. I've seen it time and time again, especially from Ramses. Has been getting picked quite a lot here for him.
They want to make a go with this blink dagger pickup. They are grouped up, and yeah, there's the smoke. They want to try and do something with it.
Jump in.
Yeah, I mean, Thompson. I found one of them. Now they'll get the jump on a GPK. They're going to drop the wall and the vacuum down onto him. GPK's gone. BBT, and they've got to run. They're not set up to take this fight against Tundra right now. Nightfall has to put the BKB and get out of here with the TP.
I'm sure people are typing the Nightfall because it's the BKB TP out inside the fight and people have to be mean to him, but that's kind of what it just was right there. He literally just BKB'd and just panicked out, and it's close, and he's actually lucky that he gets out because I think Pure, maybe if he saw it faster, could have got on top of it and gotten a bash, but...
I mean, was there just no way for sort of BB team to react as a unit and try and fight back there? They did have to get out.
GPK did that at the start of the fight, and he's their mid laner. He's completely fallen off, Owen. I have big concerns as the game progresses.
Because you got to remember how good of a start he had. He had a complete free farm.
Just nothing's happened from it.
Yeah, indeed, now he's at the bottom of the cores. And by quite a bit.
And Tiny overall can contribute a lot easier, it feels like now at this point. Thompson can just be an avalanche to follow up from the vacuum plays, or just be a big burst onto one of these supports. Save.
Ah, they found him. So he's got anywhere to play his way out with a bushwhack, but no. Thompson's here to make sure that this hoodwink is not going anywhere.
And also to point out, you know, it's like you're probably seeing the net worth and everything being relatively close, but this is a Doom with a Midas. So that net worth, it's a lot of inflation that comes out onto Miro with that.
Yeah, and hasn't really been able to do a huge amount, right? We've seen him sort of try and lead the way through these team fights and find the Doom opportunities. They're not really Not really been there for him. He's 2-5-2 on the offlane doing this game, Miro, despite the farm.
Are scanning.
And their lineup, I mean, besides the... Look, they're pretty single target, too, on the side of BBT. Tundra's just got massive AoE, massive team fight, so... Nightfall definitely has his work cut out for him as the Sven.
Radiant's top
They want a full
tower
top. Tundra. And keep pushing in for more.
Gem picked up also on Tundra now, so they can control the vision. And little thing to point out also from 9 class is since he did get the shard earlier, seeing him turning into the Sven, he's always going to be able to get this like insane war cry for his team, or one of these facet kind of steals that he does get as this Morphling.
They're going to try.
Have the shard picked up. They're going to look for something. They have to get a pretty good initiation.
They really do. They've got the damage now. Nightfall with the completely Daedalus.
He does a ton of damage. It's just, can he get on the right targets?
Yeah, we don't want to, BB team, at least for their perspective, they don't want to be seeing another situation in which he's having a BKB TP out.
No.
If that happens, we know things have gone horribly wrong for BB team in this effort.
And Tundra, they're getting in a pretty defensive posture.
Oh.
And Roche, it's up in 10 seconds. So this is going to be a pretty massive fight that comes out here.
Yeah, BB team, this really could be the make or break team fight for them. They suffer a loss on this team fight. This game likely to rapidly fall out of their any sort of chance of them really getting it under their control.
Miro needs to get a pretty prime Doom target. Probably have the Ramses, I say, because the Darkseer's really scary, but also Pure is terrifying. So it's one of these two has to get caught, probably. And you can't have the rest of your team get caught in the vacuum combo, so BBT have to play this one pretty careful. Tundra.
I mean, do you imagine, will they stick around and go straight for the Roche, or Tundra will look for the fight first before they try and do it?
They can look for the fight. They can put these wards down since they're in the position already.
Okay, set up for this. 9 class in the trees trying to dispel the smoke.
They see it right away.
And BB team, they're already getting scared. They know with that sort of setup with the Morphling on the front, it's just not a way that they can go about starting the team fight.
No, they know they lost the vision thing too, and as soon as they back away, that Ursa, if he sees the Roche, can go in. It is up. And he kills it very fast.
There he goes, easy Roche for Pure.
Yeah, and it's gonna. And now they probably don't make it in time. The roar comes out, they'll reset. They're gonna try.
Okay.
That vision is still down. Tundra, they're reading the play.
They really are. Tundra's more than ready for this. BB team, can they do something crazy here?
Ramses shows Thompson's in.
Thompson's already in. And pretty much what, a 3-man avalanche straight away. They're in on top of them. Thompson's been able to take Miro out. Nightfall with the BKB does turn towards Thompson. He's able to bring down Thompson at
Pure's
the
on
least.
him, though.
But now they're outnumbered. And indeed, Pure with the bashes coming in on top of the Sven. Vacuum from Ramses onto the 2 of them. Nightfall still somehow alive. Oh, that's a huge cleave. He gets a triple. Whitemon will kill him.
The cleave!
I mean, it's support versus supports here. Unfortunately for Whitemon, he is outnumbered. Toronto, Tokyo, and Save. Can they tackle the Dragon?
They should be able to. What a hit there from Nightfall.
I mean, he did it. Okay, TP's not going to work, sir. So he dies. They get a team wipe. Oh, BB team.
He lined it up. You just look at the last second of the fight.
Again, you're right. The catches the 2 of them.
Miro dies instantly, but that was a beautiful connection just right at that. They almost lost GPK and Miro at the start of the fight, and Nightfall, the last swing, that was the crucial one. Oh, look at this. We got to slow it down. Oh, this is going to be beautiful.
Away.
Here we go.
Where is it?
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. Here we go.
And, I mean, look at Pure's health. Bam! That was a lot of his HP gone in that last hit.
Hey, yeah. That's a bit of that innate coming in too, right? On the Sven, he stunned the front target, so 17% bonus damage to the stunned front target, and then wham, cleave right through.
That is something.
A needed timing for BBT.
A little bit of a slowdown to the game, and indeed a lot of money and stuff picked up there by Nightfall, just by dying at the end. Of course, just getting the job done beforehand.
That was hype.
And stops Tundra from getting that immediate Roshan.
That was insanely hype. They literally lost their offlaner mid almost at the start of everything, and Nightfall able to deal the big damage. That was sick.
Definite chances here for BB team. Again, 30 minutes in, they haven't lost the game yet. This is,
it's
great improvements.
Yep. Even though GPK still can't really do much in the fights, Nightfall might just be able to do it on his own.
He's been trying.
He's been trying a lot of these games.
Indeed, his farm, it's been there. Finally, he might have the team around him to allow him to get the win.
Smoke. Wards up.
Oh, and they're in. Pure's going to go straight away for safe. Remember the push right. Miro jumps in there, hoping to get the zoom down on towards the Ursa. And Nightfall, he's ready to fight.
Pure has to
BKB's
run.
on Tundra, they have to get out of it.
Oh, save.
I mean, Whitemon's
What a
gone.
play.
And the immediate bushwhacking reaction there from the Hoodwink.
Dobson, can he reset away? Blink up in 2, he's okay. Instant catch save, so quick to react. Gets the 2 of them there. They had the ward down too, so they saw this move coming. They got the catch onto 2 of them right away.
Tundra's got to be a bit more careful about how they go running at them. A couple of times now they've led into the fight. Sure, they get this sort of opening jump. But as you say, quick with the turn. Miro, good follow-up. Gets in. So able to offer up the Doom straight down off the Ursa, and at this stage, Nightfall with the BKB. Back up, got strength as well. It's just full retreat for Tundra.
His damage is still pretty ridiculous. I think he got a Defiant Shout, the triple hit as well too, or something there that came in, because he just annihilated them.
And with that, they get the Roche. So BB team,
Very nice.
they're in the lead.
Signs of life, massive signs of life for Nightfall in particular. Almost has Satanic now after these 2. This is the BBT that we've all been kind of hoping to see. It's been taking forever, but
Yeah, they've received quite a few stomps back to back to back.
look at that, actually Save doing the highest damage. He has survived a couple of these fights as well too. He is starting to get that scaling. Cool stuff. Now they got the gem too, I believe, right? From that last fight. So yeah, they were able to take down away from 9 class as well. High ground vision, so important.
Tundra, let's see what the game plan is for them now that they are
Shaken up.
very much behind. You say Nightfall with the Satanic, absolutely massive on the Sven. Check for the wraparound on towards 9 class. Tickers will be coming in. He's going to pop the God Strength and go for this. I mean, they've got the Bushwhack and the little Shredder. Oh my goodness, there he goes!
Nightfall with the backup of Save. He's doing it.
Dire's structures are fortified.
The damage that he does versus these stun targets is crazy.
Under attack.
I actually really like this Vanquisher thing. There's quite a bit extra that he's doing. These crits are massive.
The team, can they keep this up?
It's like 2 back-to-back fights that they get some pretty dream situations there for Nightfall to get the lineup of the cleave. Tundra still getting timings, of course. They still have now an Octarine on Pure, so still very large on him. But the last few fights, the execution... Actually, I mean, top fight was pretty good execution. It was just the big cleaves that kind of carried that one from BBT, but the bottom one, they got crushed.
Now, with the game going on, Whitemon, he'll be happy to start working towards his Aghanims. Sure.
Radiant's top tower
Two
is
big
under
fight wins. Now getting some momentum themselves. Pure still wanting to play aggressive.
Now, that's the Octarine now. So we'll have those lower cooldowns to play around with in the midst of the team fight.
Yeah, he actually did take the Fury Swipe damage down too. This one is the one, I think the one that gets switched up the most. He jumps in.
He wants to try and jump Nightfall. Nightfall's going to have the backup coming in. Miro jumps forward, jumps the Doom down on towards the Ursa. It's full retreat now. But Pure will turn over towards Thompson, grabbing under the tower. Nightfall's ready to dive in. Thompson, he's going to end up ticking out.
The Doom is gone though. The Enrage was popped pre-Doom.
Nightfall now turning over towards the Darkseer, but he gets caught by this stun. 9 class. They're turning into the Sven, offering up a stun to allow Pure to go to town and take him down.
Toronto Tokyo's getting some good damage out though. On to 9 class too.
9 class back up and shifting into the strength, and will get back up to the high ground. So they take the Aegis out of the hands of BB team. It does cost them 2 of their lives.
But they do get a double catch. Yeah, double catch onto the Darkseer as well as the Tiny. They've now found Thompson and Ramses now, I think, stacked up like 3 fights in a row that they get the catch. Nice moves. And now a Butterfly for Nightfall. So he's going to have the edge in items now versus that Ursa with this itemization, because he saw that the Ursa, of course, went for the Octarine, so he'll have this evasion that can kick in pretty good for that just straight-up man fight that'll continue to happen. Cool stuff we've got coming out here. And Pure, he did get the Enrage off pre-Doom, so that's why he was able to reset and at least get some type of trade on the Aegis, but not a trade that he would like.
Tundra falling further and further behind.
Sure are.
Okay, gold lead now for BBT.
0-5 on Ramses. Even though he's landed a couple of these combos, now just chain dying. Needs some extra way to survive. He's gonna still look to finish up that Shivas. He did find the Craggy, but it's not saving him. It's too much damage. And it's level 25 now also, so an extra timing as well for Nightfall on top of the Butterfly. He'll have that even more bonus damage on the God Strength. Save. Vision has been crucial. Tries to get a ward down pre here, and they're all TPing down for the fight. They still have these wards placed from before.
They might catch Tundra by surprise. I don't know. Tundra's going to expect this sort of fight coming in. Mira's got the Doom back online.
Nightfall is showing in mid, though.
Jump. They're able to drop the Doom straight down onto the Earth.
They'll find him.
Gone. They didn't expect BB Team to strike like that.
That was cool. Nightfall showed mid. Don't think Pure expected that as soon as he saw the Sven, and now 80 seconds they can get the push.
Time. Butterfly delivered out here for Nightfall. Time to maybe consider approaching the base here for BB Team.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Should be able to poke at least a little bit to force a reaction. They've got the double catapult mid. He's got an arcane rune. They're even just going to pop the glyph for it.
Nice to pop God's Strength and go. Macropire will get laid down.
Gets the banner down too.
This push is still going to come in pretty hard. Still 50 seconds. No Pure. The jump in. They go for Nightglass. He's got in a couple of hits.
It's a glyph
They're going
used
to
as
dive
well.
into the tier 4s. They got the bushwhack onto the Jakiro.
They might look to bypass.
I mean, Ramses, it's a nice four-man back wall, but he's looking pretty dead. Nightfall steps up, a couple of hits. The Darkseer is gone as well.
Oh, Nightfall is just doing the biggest lifting ever, it feels like. Putting the team on his shoulders.
None of these heroes have buyback.
Nope.
BB Team's going to get a lot of time to at least take two sets of racks here from Tundra.
I thought they might actually just bypass the melee racks and go for tier 4s, but not looking to risk that, just getting a double racks
Sure.
advantage.
I mean, I think if they knew that none of the buybacks were there, they would have gone for it.
Perhaps. Maybe also just feeling that they got such a big opening now in these 3-4 fight wins. Nightfall, he's going to go for it anyway.
Yeah, they got the fortification now. With the respawns coming in, BB Team, they'll probably either back off or maybe they'll look to fake back in onto them. They are that strong right now.
4 consecutive team fight wins. Yeah, let's back it up. Now Miro has a refresher. He's got an Octarine, tons of items just being delivered. He's got always going to have the Doom at least for one of, or even 2 of the targets now.
Dire are scanning.
Game has got an incredibly difficult here for Tundra. And honestly, GPK, I don't feel like he's had to do too much as the Snapfire. I feel like he's getting a bit carried, but either way, it's been a pretty darn good game here coming up from the Sven. I mean, Nightfall. These cleaves. Love to see it.
GPK is pretty close to being able to offer up some damage himself. Right?
Almost 20.
He's going to hit the 20. He's got the Daedalus pretty much coming out. So
Close.
he'll also be hitting very, very hard in the middle of these team fights.
He's getting a lot of tension on him too. You know, I'm just giving him some crap. They literally are jumping him pretty much every single one of the fights and just comboing him, so. Abyssal for Pure has been picked up, but oh, Enchantress has a nullifier. Did I see that right? I believe I did. Really cool build from Toronto, Tokyo.
Things are coming into place for Whitemon. You know, you said before, you know, he's sort of King of Jakiro. He's got the Timeless Relic.
That's
Nearly
true.
got the Aghanims.
1 or 2 more steps.
Indeed, all it takes is one sort of high ground push into a 5-man vac, Ice Path, Macropire.
They're not out of it yet. They're absolutely not out of it yet.
The high ground defenses can be strong, especially with what tiny toss backs. And yeah, the wombo combo of the Darkseer and the Jakiro will definitely be something the BB Team will be very cautious and wary about as they look to push the game forward.
Yeah, they're not completely out of it, but it's a difficult one, especially versus the double Dooms, because now Miro, he can pretty much pick and choose his targets and might be able to throw even one of these Dooms onto one of these other heroes, not just one of these main choruses. Might find Pure in that ward from earlier.
They're in on top of him.
He's got the Enrage.
He will indeed get that off. And looks like he's going to be fine. So that'll be at least one of the Dooms tanked.
These wards, so important. That bottom ward that we saw from earlier to get the double stun, to get the catch. Now this one as well. They can probably turn this into the rush. It's going to shift down here. And they've got great vision down here, so Tundra, it'll be their last chance to try to fight here.
Radiant's
Pure has now seen the butterfly, so he had didn't actually, I forgot what he had queued. He had something else queued before, but then he switched it now. He's got the MKB queued. I think he had the Swift Blink queued. Does want that answer versus this evasion.
Should be able to take a quick rosh here if they want to. I mean,
Or the fight.
yeah, let's see what BB Team opt for.
Start poking it. They want to probably save that God Strength, though, for the fight. GPK is able to contribute.
They'll take it down cautiously. Now with the roar, they'll look to play from the smoke.
Seeing a lot of teams do that. Bait the roar, and then
out.
kind of just like try to catch him on a ward.
That's it. I said this is the fight where Whitemon's hit level 18. He's got Time This Relic and he's got Aghanim's.
Okay, he does have it all.
So they got to watch out for the wombo combo, BB team.
Toronto Tokyo in the front.
Jump first. They're going to come with the avalanche as well. Nightfall turns with the stun. There's the Macropire laid down. They use the heals first to control the Sven. Jump forward over towards 9 class. They're trying to take out the Morph. He's able to slide to the side with a 4-star, but caught by the Gleipnir. 9 class will go down.
Very nice kisses, too. It's a great... He doesn't really need to use that for anybody else. It's great to just throw that onto the support Morphling. And now with God Strength...
And he's back in. He knows there's no Macropire now. It's on cooldown.
And Toronto Tokyo, you know, I've eaten my words a bit about his build. He's just been standing and actually tanking a lot.
Ooh, tries for a bit of a steal, but it's a little early. There's still many HP left on the Roshan. They're looking inside to Pure. He's able to get the erase the BKB off. He's caught by the Doom, but does get Lotused over towards Miro. Walls down from Ramses, but they just fight through it. They turn towards the Darkseer, take him out. Nightclass is leading in. I mean, they get combo. Thompson with this burst damage, the Avalanche, the toss is able to take Miro down.
Nightfall's dead.
Nightfall's dead. Now Thompson, he's over towards GPK. The ice pass in from Whitemon. They've got the control on towards the snap. The toss comes in as a double kill for Thompson. I mean, he can maybe even go for more. Miro brought back for this. He's charging him with the BKB. They're keeping Pure safely out of the team fight.
He's still alive.
Find him, but Pure's ready to just turn with the swipes. Take safe down.
Oh, Pure. He is doing insane work with these enrages. He gets the timing every time before the Doom.
I mean, Toronto Tokyo now left on his own. Macropire's back up. Whitemon's ready to slowly but surely burn him down. I mean, they put everything into that fight, BB team.
Pure survives all of it. He eats 2 Dooms. He gets the reset.
He brought back for this one. Thompson's going to be able to get the catch on him. And Thompson, of course, his buyback there coming in big time to secure the team fight for Tundra and get an incredibly painful punch there back the way of BBT.
Look at the fight recap. Look at the spells that they were casting. Oh, it doesn't show it for yours. No. Oh, well, there we go. Look at how many spells they were able to get off. The Ursa got 3 enrages, 5 ice paths, 3 Sven stuns. They reset and kited that fight so hard, so beautifully. Nightfall didn't have buyback to rejoin either. He spent his gold. So he didn't have that second life to come in.
Because the buybacks were pretty crucial. Thompson coming in. And Miro tried to play as part of second time round, but as you say, the way Pure is able to play around the threats of the Dooms and endure through them.
These are just beautiful team fights in particular of just the resets, right? Seeing him get the Lotus Orb onto him, he reflects the Doom. Then he gets the reset because I think he got double 4-staffed from the Morph and the Jakiro too, and then just individual skill, getting the Enrage off before the Dooms back to back. That was sick. And now they've got a pretty big, I mean, at least big gold options to be able to go for these next items on Pure, and even for Thompson. Gets a full Lincolns, a BKB now on the Darkseer. A full set of items for each core.
And sweet.
What a swing.
Easily about a 15k gold swing.
15,000 gold swing. And that was without Macropire.
Yeah, he didn't.
The Macro wasn't even in that fight.
He just sort of came out
at the end.
To kill off Toronto Tokyo on the Enchantress. Yeah, they didn't even hit their wombo combo. It wasn't necessary. Yeah, with the way that Pure was able to cut the fight and the way that Thompson was able to lay down these avalanches and completely control multiple heroes each time.
Just beautiful spell usage, really, as Pure's in.
He's just going to make the jump. They've got the Macropire laid down as well on a Nightfall. He's got to start backing off.
He's getting 4-staffed out. Can he get away?
He's in with the jump. Nightfall will be able to put the BKB. He turns straight over towards Thompson. Thompson gets forced out the side. Thompson goes down.
Trouble.
There's a Macropire here once more. I mean, the Nightclass, he's trying to jump in to try and finish up the Sven. He's not quite able to do it. Miro comes in, but again, the Doom gets Lotus. This time round, though, Pure will fall. And inside the base, Nightclass, he's still trying to take Nightfall down. He's got a waveform, he's playing around with him, but the Gleipnir comes out. They'll lose 9 class, and Nightfall, he'll live.
And Pure dead now for 90, and the Morph dead for 100. BBT, a high ground defense that goes very well here. They keep Nightfall alive, this time with their own 4 staffs to reset.
Ramses as well, Miro. Another Doom, drop down onto the Darkseer. 3 heroes dead, and none of them with buyback. BB team, they can look to run it down a lane. I mean, Tundra, I think they got a little too ahead of themselves after that solid fight around Roshan. They went all in for that attempt. You know, Pure leading the way, feeling that they could maybe punish Nightfall, but I just really sort of disrespected the fact that they're that close to the base.
Pure's 80 gold. Okay, they find a bounty rune. Thompson was able to find it. He's got buyback. I was like, wait, he had like 7,000 gold. He does have it now available.
Well, that was a rough play there from Tundra that might
cost it for them.
It might indeed. BB team coming down the lane. He's going to have to buy back Pure. The tier 4s are gone.
Macropire at the ready.
No Darkseer, no more. Thompson Outside of the base, he's going to force up to the side. He'll turn with the avalanche. Ice Park not going to connect onto the two of them, but the Macropie is down Pure. He's jumped into the middle of the fight, surrounded by the 5 heroes. He's trying to stand his ground against Miro. Bring down this Doom. Miro's going to get forced twice again away from the Ursa. Pure now having to retreat as the BKB and the Enrage comes to an end. But Toronto Tokyo's bringing in the damage with these impetuses, taking Pure down low. The fortification will come out, but Pure is gone. Dead for 2 minutes. The creeps there onto the Ancient. They're looking to close this up, BB team. 10 seconds until the Darkseer is back in play. Thompson trying to hold the defense, but it is over. GG is called. BB team, they will be able to find a win here.
I think that, for me, is the best I've seen them deliver in these late game team fights out of